Hi, it's Lauren. It's been a long time since I've done a vlog, and I want to just do an update about my journey. So, um, in 2021, I tried to negotiate a raise at my job, and it was unsuccessful. Even though the metrics were there and everything was good, I wasn't able to get a raise. And I knew that based on my lifestyle goals, that the money that I was making was good, but like I needed more so that I could continue to reinvest in my business. So by September, I had taken another job and relocated. So September 2021, I took another job and I relocated to Middle Georgia. Cool. That means I had to stop my business so that I could focus on my career and relocate, learn some new skills, and just kind of hit the ground running. Well, in December 2021, I was offered a new position in Portland, Oregon. And again, this is a career move that allows me to reinvest my money into my business. So I took it, and now I'm in the process of relocating to Portland, Oregon. This has not been a smooth journey. Leaving Chattanooga, going to Middle Georgia, I got an apartment. It was roach infested. I would find roaches in my bed. It just was really, really bad. Find a roach in your bed, you're not going to be able to go back to sleep immediately, but you travel for work. So there was a time where it took about 2 hours before I could fall back asleep, but I knew I had to get up, I think around 5 o'clock in the morning, to make a 3 hour drive for a recruitment event. Turn it on, and then at the end of the event is when I could decompress. On that particular day, I pulled over at a gas station and tried to take a nap in the car. That's how bad it was. And so now I'm in the process of relocating to Portland, Oregon for a new job. They are needing to do an apartment verification. They only need to do an apartment verification for the last 12 months. When I was in Chattanooga, I was in an apartment for 2 years. But in the last 6 months, I've lived in 4 different places. So now it's the situation of one place got new property management 2 weeks ago. They don't have no recollection of who I am because they didn't own the property. So trying to track down people to find the correct places. This apartment verification determines how much of a deposit I have to pay. Now that I'm moving again, my website, LB's Chili Bar, is back out of stock. And so I'm in the process of trying to create processes because I'm tired of having to close my business, temporarily stop taking orders just so that I can, relocate for my job. So being, I think it's dualpreneur, having a full-time job as well as a business, because I ain't calling it a side hustle in 2022. This is a business, and it's multiple businesses. I'm trying to find my path and my niche for Bass Consulting. I started a podcast. I want to revamp my podcast, take a couple of podcasting classes or a workshop, a course or something, and really do something phenomenal with the podcast. Because I keep hearing that people like to hear me talk and people enjoy engaging with me. So I want to do something new with Bass Consulting Podcast. Trying to find my niche of what Bass Consulting will offer because I don't want to do small business consulting anymore. At that point, as I analyzed it and reviewed my numbers, I was pretty much doing community service. Nobody paid me for small business consulting. I was doing resumes and cover letters to help people job search. There is something that can really hurt an entrepreneur when you're giving your best and people doubt it until they get the job. Don't come, oh my God, don't do that now. Because you done already showed me that you didn't have faith in the work that I was providing you. And it's almost like, why would you outsource for somebody to do your resume and your cover letter and help you if you're not going to believe in the quality of work that they do? Because by the time you come back to me and tell me you got the job, I already knew you was going to get a job. But now I don't want to work with you, and I don't want you to refer me to anybody because I don't want to have the same experience with them that I had with you. So I stopped doing resumes and cover letters and stuff. And unless somebody's a personal friend, I don't say I do it no more. So it's like I'm in this position where I'm trying to figure out how do I want to navigate Bass Consulting. LB's Chili Bar, I've realized I'm going to discontinue Honey Hickory Marinade. The profit margins with that particular sauce are very, very small. So when I look into hopefully getting a manufacturing company to make my sauces, it's like, yo, I'm gonna be in the negatives with that one. So I may repackage that, but for the most part, as of now, honey hickory marinade is going to be discontinued. I do want to create maybe two more new sauces, but we'll see what happens with that. It's been a journey. Like, this has been a crazy, crazy journey from, I gotta say, like June, July 2021, and right now is January 2022. It's been a journey. I don't really do a whole lot of videos and make a whole lot of content, but I want to change that. So I have bought Aaron on Demand's Top 3 notebook. I bought Marketing by Monrae's $1,000,000 Planner. Once I get this transition to Portland situated, I really want to hone in to how I want to continue creating the foundation for Bass Empire. I think I've done several videos in the past about what Bass Empire is. For me, it's a vision that God created, and I'm just trying to execute it. I feel like the vision is extraordinarily large, but He won't give me more than I can handle. And He's not going to give me something that just seems super attainable. It really helps me have to network. It helps me have to navigate a lot of different structures and do a lot of learning. And now I'm putting myself on a timeline. So a few books that I'm reading in the midst of, while I'm making all of these transitions, The 12-Week Year and We Should All Be Millionaires. So those are two books that I'm determined to finish in the near future, because I think those books are going to help me create the processes that I need. But it's just a lot going on right now. And I wanted to just do a quick update on what's going on. This is why LB's Chili Bar website is out of order right now, out of stock. It wasn't until November that I was actually able to start making chili again. So from November to December, I had some chili on the website and people were able to order some chili. I heard Portland, Oregon is great for the food truck scene. So maybe in 2022, I'll pop up with an LB's Chili Bar food truck. I'm interested in some property. I have some lofty business goals. And so a few of my business goals, like right now, it's January. My birthday is in April. By April, I want to have $100,000 in my business account. I don't know how I'm going to do it, especially in the midst of all these transitions where I'm not even able to bring in money for the whole month of January. That's February, March, April, in 3 months. Somehow I want to have 100 bands. And let's be honest, it's like less than 5 bands in that account right now. So I got work to do, but I'm willing to put the work in because I know I can. I just need to either talk with somebody at like the Small Business Development Center or somewhere to understand how to evaluate like profit margins and like what's profitable, what's going to bring in the profit that I need to reach my goals. I've been looking at unique vending machines. I would like to do vending machines. I got a Sam's Club membership, like let's put this thing to work a little bit more than when I'm just buying inventory for my sauces. I've been thinking about having a car on Turo. So trying to research the different markets. Like I could do the Portland market, but then it fall on me to get the car places. I don't think I want to do that. But I could do the Atlanta market because I have a friend in Atlanta who would be down to manage the car for me and things of that nature. So I've been researching Turo. I've been researching vending machines. I've been researching property. It's a lot of research, but like I need to execute. And in the midst of wanting to execute for my business, I'm going through career changes and even considering if I want to get another degree. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. For those who know me, they have been able to hear some of the stories. I haven't even been completely transparent with most people in my life because it's just go, 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 go. But this new career opportunity is going to be phenomenal. I'm super excited. I see myself in Portland for a few years. So that's going to be good to build a network out there. see what's popping on the West Coast. I hear that the West Coast has a way better work-life balance than a lot of other states. They pay well. Um, I have some pretty lofty 2022 goals. I have not been able to make my vision board yet. I love making vision boards because I love being able to see my goals on a daily basis. But I haven't even been able to find the proper magazines to create said vision board. Well, now in my new apartment, I don't want a poster board hanging up on this wall. So I'm going to find a different way to make my vision board. Of course, I know I could do a digital one and have it as a screensaver on my phone. Maybe I'll do that, but like I don't look at my phone in that way. So I do want something in my apartment, but it'll have to be creative and it's going to have to fit the look of my apartment that I'm going with. So it's a lot of transitions. I'm also reading 2 new books. So I have We Should All Be Millionaires in a 12-week year on Audible. I like to listen to those audiobooks so I could take notes. But the 2 books that I'm reading, physical books, one is called Brand You. So I'm learning how to rebrand myself for the new role in which I'm taking myself in the new trajectory my life is going. And then another one is a 30-day style workbook. As I rebrand myself, I need to understand the style that I want to upkeep. Like I just got my nails done. They are so cute. So they are like a pink and white ombre. This might be my signature look. I have Jimmy Choo I Want You perfume. To die for. That might be my signature fragrance. Like at this point, as much as I used to love variety, I'm getting to the point where it's like, nah, when something works, it works. So that Jimmy Choo, when somebody hugged me, they were like, oh, what is that? I always want that. Like somebody in an interview, a lot of people would always say Rihanna smells good. What's one thing that you can always say or that makes you think of Rihanna? She always smells good. Now, I do want to try her Fenty perfume. I haven't bought that yet. But it's not to say that I'm only going to have Jimmy Choo I Want You, but that might be my signature fragrance. We'll see what this style book is telling me when it comes down to creating my signature style. But the Brand You book is to help me understand my brand. What do I want people in the world to say when they meet me or when I'm discussing Bass Empire? So working on a personal brand, I need to fine tune my business brand, working on my personal style. As you see, my hair is just not done. It is healthy, it's permed, but it's just not done. And yeah, I have a hair appointment on Thursday. I love when my hair is done. So there's a lot of budgeting that's about to occur because, with these lifestyle goals that I have, I need to understand how to manage the money that's coming in, because if I manage the money that's coming in properly, then more can continue to come. I do not want to be out here mismanaging funds. Oh, what else? It's a lot. Like, people get overwhelmed when they see my computer because I do a double screen computer and both monitors are full of tabs. If you look in my phone, under both web browsers, full of tabs. It's like I open stuff, I'm gonna get back to that, I'm gonna get back to that, I'm gonna get back to that, and I haven't made time to get back to it. When I'm driving, especially long distances, I can't write and take notes or jot down ideas. I have a whole lot of videos in my phone of, okay, I need to get back to that, stick a pin in that. I'm ready to execute. I'm ready to take me more seriously, take my business more seriously, take the work that I do on a whole nother level, because one personal goal for me is to command attention before I ever open my mouth. I want to walk in a room and command attention without ever saying anything. And my therapist put it to me like she heard it in a sermon: a thermostat versus a thermometer. A thermometer tells the temperature of a room, but a thermostat controls the temperature of a room. I am a thermostat, and everything that I do is about to be extraordinarily intentional. Everything I put my hand on, everything I engage with, all of the people that I connect with, it's all about to be intentional. And so I'm very, very hypersensitive and hyper focused on my goals. And I really do push a lot of the people in my life to like have something that you're working towards. Because as much as people are my cheerleaders, I want to be the cheerleader for others as well. But I also understand that sometimes people are just comfortable. They are good with where they are in life. And I got to be okay with it. I can't keep being a pusher. So I'm pulling back some of that energy that I try to invest in others to really hone in on the things that I need to do for myself. And I'm going to make 2022 epic. I turned 35 this year. And that's pivotal for me because it's like I took a lot of time to figure out what I wanted. And now I get it. I understand it. It's about how to implement the plan. I have a plan. I have a vision. You know, it seems scatterbrained to others, but I know it's there. I got to put the pieces together and get into the right circles and connect with the right people, but it's going to work. So just wanted to do a quick update about what's going on with me. Again, my name is Lauren. Check out some of my other videos. I'm going to do a way better job with content creation. So either it's going to be like, I don't know if I can commit to weekly vlogs, but I do want to put out more content, letting more people know who I am, what I'm about. Because as I build this business, my goal for Bass Empire is to change corporate culture. So I'm going to do a complete video about that all by itself because I think people will really understand why I am the way I am when they understand how my mind functions and why I operate the way that I operate. And yes, I have extraordinarily lofty goals. But again, I always feel like God gave me this vision for a reason. And it's my job and responsibility to execute the vision. But in the midst of executing said vision, I have lifestyle goals. And I am in the process of implementing my lifestyle goals. So I no longer say lifestyle goals. I say I am creating my lifestyle. And that is powerful. It is so powerful because all of the things that I would say I wanted, I'm now implementing them. I'm not living that way. I'm about to put some of the pieces together. And so when my friends and I sit down and reflect, they're like, yo, you did that. And I'm like, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. So stay tuned. A lot more is coming, but I am in a massive, massive transition. I really hope these apartment complexes contact the new apartment so we can get this verification done today. I need to know I got a roof over my head when I relocate this weekend. I am making the drive from Georgia all the way to Oregon. Portland, Oregon. From Atlanta, Georgia to Portland, Oregon. We are doing a drive this weekend because I misread all of my emails from the U-Haul shipping boxes that I put my stuff in to all of the information about how to ship my car. I misread stuff. I was so hypersensitive and hyper like tuned into you need an apartment, you need a place to live, that I was skimming my emails. And now that I'm back and I'm like, okay, apartment, check. Next thing on the list, ship your car. I started reading that stuff. I called the company. I'm like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. So we're going to make this drive. Pray for me. I hope that there are really great weather conditions this whole weekend, no matter which route I take. Because I need to get there safe and sound with no issues. Oh, man. 2022 is finna be outrageous. I've always told my friends by my 35th birthday, I'm going to have some news. I don't know what it is. It ain't like, oh, this in the works. I can't wait to. No. It's so many things in the works. I don't know what's going to work. But what I will say is I stopped celebrating my birthday some point like 28, 29. Never had the big old dirty 30 bash that I wanted because I was frustrated. And so I said, okay, for 35, it's on and popping. We're still in a pandemic. So my goals for my 35th birthday have changed so much because I do not want to feel like I'm having no COVID party. And by the time people leave from my celebration, they sick. So my birthday goals have changed. But the fact that I still feel like I'm going to have phenomenal news, that has not changed. I've been sitting on that for years. And no matter what, I'm going to make sure I have something to talk about for turning 35. I'm going to put in the work because I got the time. I got the same 24 hours that Pinky got for Slutty Vegan, that Super got for Crown Case, that B Simone got for all of the things she in, that Candy Burris got, that Sarah Blakely got. Like, I be paying attention to people. Rihanna, I pay attention to people, and not specifically people. I pay attention to successful black women. Sarah Blakely is not black, but she's a successful woman with a family. So those are the ways in how I measure what I want to count as my success. Successful black women who are holding it down, whether it's one business or multiple businesses. Creative, successful black women who followed their dream. Successful black women who came from nothing. Like it wasn't given to them. It's something that they birthed and created an empire from. And definitely female entrepreneurs with a family, because I do aspire to have a family. And so I don't have a timeline on that. When it's right, it's right. I aspire to have a healthy relationship. I know that most men don't understand what a healthy relationship is. So you got to be willing to learn what a healthy relationship is. And until somebody is speaking my language, then I don't have a problem being super focused on my business and myself, because I can't slight myself. Like I really, really, really want to find somebody who gets it. So another video about that some other time. But this is just a sum up of what's going on with me, why my website is out of stock, and how I'm going to take stuff up a whole nother level.